Yo, welcome artists and art fans. Thank you guys for tuning in to the only show where we talk to all these Instagram artists and we figure out about their trade, tools, and some tips on what they got to offer. Now, we all know they walk the walk. Let's hear them talk the talk. I'm your host, the real Zim Zimma, and you're on Chatting with Zim. This is episode number 34. 34. This episode, it's all about Nuke or Nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're about to go chat with my dude, Newk2012. Let me go ahead and pin him up right here at the bottom. So make sure you guys definitely go follow. Awesome artist. Let's see, here we go. How's everybody doing today? Thank you. Charsky Warner, thank you for tuning in. Hellfire Vortex, thank you for tuning in. 2012. We are waiting for this. Waiting, my dude. As we patiently wait, thank you guys. This is a show about where I talk to all these artists on Instagram. We talk about, how they came up, what they're into. Talk about some of the art tools that they use, for graffiti writers, whether that be type of cans, markers, paints. Other artists, if they're digital, then you know what's going on. Ya tu sabes him. There you go. Right back at you, Charsky Warner. So let's go ahead. Let's see. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Newk2012. Let me go ahead and scoop him on and take this little ride with me, guys. Hungover drinking and drawing last night, though. Yeah, there you go. Oh shit, what is up, Newk2012?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Cool. I'm good. I got you loud and clear. You got me good?
Yeah, I got you good. I just hope y'all can hear me through the mask and everything.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're clear as clear can be, brother.
That's what's up.
There you go. And man, once again, thank you for giving us your presence, bro. Allowing me to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm
really excited. I've been so excited all day. I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, dude. Thank you for the kind words, bro. I appreciate you, man, and your enthusiasm, bro. This is something I do for you guys. Is, just trying to get to meet these other artists and cool ass people like yourself, man.
Yeah, I try to be cool. You know what I mean?
No,
but it's so hard when you're so hot.
Yes. Love that shit.
Yep. So what's up? What's on the menu for today, man? I'm ready to eat.
Man, on the menu today, man, first off, once again, just thank you, bro. Not much, man. Whatever we want to talk about, man, we're going to talk a little bit about art. If you want to start from the ground up, man, let's start at the beginning, man. What got you into drawing? How long you been doing it?
Man, so my mom tells me I was a little baby, like 2 or 1, putting cards together color coordinated. So I guess according to her, I've always had the eye for color. I've always had the eye for pattern. And when I was 4, I started drawing, just whatever. And I was drawing my whole life. I grew up in Houston. It's a big city. Everybody knows the 4th biggest city in America. And, I saw the graffiti around. Next, all day, he's from Houston, color, Worms, all the RTL crew, BK crew. I saw all this shit growing up, Vizzy, Jade, all them. And I remember being in school, I was writing block letters, bubble letters, not really knowing that I was doing graffiti. And it wasn't until 7th grade where Jake Browning gave me a magazine of European subway graffiti.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
I lost my shit. This was before internet was it was a thing. It was a thing, but it was 2000.
Mm-hmm.
It was still barely getting in its golden age of it. You know?
No, I get you, man. I used to collect those too, bro.
Yeah, and I went home. I took a composition book and all my colors from school, and I just got to it, and I never stopped.
Sweet,
So
man.
yeah, yeah.
That's dope, dude. Man, I mean, you there was a lot. That was packed, man. You talked about some of the cats you hung with, so I'm gonna take it that those were like your inspiration and shit during those times,
No,
your
I didn't even
influences.
hang with them. I just saw them in the
Oh,
street.
word.
I just saw their work, and I was emulating that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is generic, but I came from a very broken home, abusive home, and by the time I was in seventh grade, my mom was, divorcing for the umpteenth time, and graffiti just came at like a right time between adolescence and just growing up, and you know, I really didn't really understand the ropes until ninth grade though,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was. That's what I was about to tell you, man. Let us know when first time you got up, dude. How was that like?
oh man, so in ninth grade, I got down with a crew called MAK, Magnificent Action Crew. I just remember this. I remember my boys saw that I was drawing and I was trying. I didn't even have a name. I picked Sandman. They're like, you need a name. I don't know why I picked Sandman. I was so corny. Everyone's a toy, you know. But the first time I got up was with a white can of paint, and we went to we was taking bars, Xanax, and we went out and just got up.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah, I didn't remember too much of that night. And the only reason why I remembered I got up because I saw my work the next day.
What?
So yeah,
It was like, wait a minute. It wasn't a
I
dream.
did that. Yeah, that was my tag.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a very weird hieroglyphic looking tag. I'd have to show y'all one day, but it was so corny and convoluted. And it's funny when I look back at it, and I think about how I'm hard on toys now. But
Yeah,
we all were toys once. We have to start there.
for sure, dude. Yeah, man. I remember when I first started. What the hell was my name? My name I chose Cosmo, Kozmo. You know, little did I know by the time I chose it, there was like a million other Cosmos and shit. You know,
Typical.
and it's like fuck. Now I got to change my name, and then I started writing Spec 5, SPEC -5.
I
You know,
like the 5 and the S, how it
yeah,
balances.
yeah, it's dope. And right now, I mean, oh no, man, I had like 3 or 4 names before I stuck with the one that stuck around. And Soy 1, I think that was another one I used. So, man, and then I found some old pieces, and yeah, man, everyone starts off as a toy.
Yeah, it's almost mandatory.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And unfortunately, I was a toy because I didn't understand the rules, not because I didn't understand the concept of it. Because no, I won't even say that. It's because, being that I've been an artist my whole life, when I start getting into it, I was so mesmerized with the artistry of it, not necessarily the street part of it.
okay, yeah,
I was a little snooty about it because I was like, look how awesome I could piece in 3D and shit. I'm so fucking dope, and y'all doing basic ass shit. But you know, in high school, you're a bunch of boys with adrenaline and testosterone and a bunch of egos where none of the other maturity doesn't matter, you know.
yeah.
And I didn't get taught because of my attitude, pretty much, I guess. And I had to learn the hard way. And it was getting capped over and having to figure out that, if you're going to go in the streets, where in the high school that I went to, it was kind of a must. If you was writing, then you had to learn how to do throws and shit. You had to learn how to bum. You had to fucking learn the shit, and you had to learn how to do it efficiently in the Houston style. And this was before all the fucking different styles from all around the world were mixing up together because everyone sees it on Instagram.
Yeah.
This was before MySpace was even a fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
dude. I remember these days,
Yeah.
man.
I miss those days.
Oh, dude.
I miss it. Yeah. I do like these days. I do like seeing all around the world. I do like being in touch with people, but it just fucking kills me that a lot of these people don't really know the basics, the fucking
The elements.
the life. Yeah, the elements. Yeah, they may have the understanding, but they're not no real practitioners of it. There's a few names out there that I really respect, but I just don't feel that, that they get it.
No,
because they're
word.
still young.
Word.
They're young. It's nothing against them. They're young, you know. But I appreciate their efforts, you know.
Well put.
But I had to watch a movie by a TKO movie, the War 42s. Have you ever seen any of those?
Uh, War 40. No, dude, that doesn't sound familiar.
That's too bad. Part two, they made four of them. You could watch part four on YouTube. It's not as good as the first three. Part two, I watched that as a 16-year-old. It fucked my life up. It really showed me the hardcore LA style. It showed me the hardcore bombing style that Revoke and TKO were doing, all of what AWR, MSK were doing. And that's when I really started getting on YouTube and seeing graffiti from, different parts of America, different parts of Europe. It just really changed my whole perspective on it. And I really stepped away and kind of lost my roots, which I regret to this day. But um, it really changed me into a better writer. It really did, And the last couple of years, I've been trying to dig back into my roots and remember what I used to do in high school and try to incorporate that into what I know now. And it's just been doing nothing but good shit for my styles and my ideas,
Yeah,
So,
like everything you've been doing recently, and I see what you're talking about, man. It's like I be digging that shit, like with the whole Woody, the Tom and Jerry, that Pinky and the Brain. That shit goes hard, bro.
shout out to Saga the Great because, he came through and I met him at work and he's like, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm like, bro, you do graffiti? He was like, of course I do. And we hit it off like that. And we got down on some collaborations in his black book. And that's all we did for 2-3 weeks straight. Got high and did collabs. And he helped me learn a little bit about myself. I taught him how to piece and wild style a little more. He learned, and now he's teaching other people. And that to me that makes me really happy, just the community, the interactions. Yeah. I love it, dude.
No, for
more than anything.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's that's what I keep telling all the artists and all the viewers. It's like you guys gotta start talking a little more, man. The community is out there. We're definitely out there, and we're not all assholes at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Especially.
You are what you eat.
We're not nice. Zing. But yeah, definitely right. Reach out, man.
And I think Kever, everybody in here knows who Kever is. And if you don't, sure. You need to. I think he said something one time about collaborating and how, it really helps you expand your skill set because you don't want to look like shit next to somebody. Mm-hmm. And you also want to show that you could work and bounce off of ideas. And he said, he put some post and it really resonated with me a few years ago. And I've been trying to do more collabs and really trying to do stuff. It's just so hard when people are far apart. That's why when I met Saga, it was awesome because then I finally had somebody here that I could fucking be on paper with. Word. And now I'm teaching a few of my boys who taught me how to play a game, how to do graffiti. One of them just joined. Niv93, LAW, and my boy Jank, 27. I'm teaching them how to write so that way we could go get up, fuck shit up, you know what I mean? And I want to take this time to say, if you ever have a position to where you're not in the winning court, or if you don't have the ball in your court, switch it up to where you do. I didn't have a lot of people to do graffiti with, so I taught people how to do graffiti, so I have some people to do graffiti with. Wow. And they're both getting really good, and I'm super proud of them. And I just want to shout them out real quick. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Shout out, guys.
All day.
All day. Aside, now, all that said, just back to you guys. Make sure you guys are following Newk2012. Can we find you anywhere else, bro, besides here on Instagram?
Y'all can find me on Facebook, the same thing. Y'all can find me on Snapchat, even though I'm not awesome, like, super active on there.
Yeah.
Y'all could even find me on TikTok. I make a little video here and there. But Instagram is like my home. I've been in Facebook jail for the last 20-some-odd days over a stupid post, a drawing.
Yeah.
And I haven't missed it. I really love Instagram. I really like my community. I'm in like 10 different crews just by accident somehow or another. You know, I
Word,
love
word.
everybody in all my crews. Even the ones I don't talk to on a day-to-day basis. Y'all know who y'all are. The ones who I do talk to almost every day. Y'all mean the world to me. All the people who I ain't even in crews with, that I just talk to on here. Y'all are the best. I've been going through a lot of shit in my personal life the last 2 months, and there's some people watching that I see in here that I really like to tell thank you while we're on here for the whole world to hear in front of God and everything that y'all really helped me, and I appreciate that. Because as an artist, I feel like artists, it's kind of natural for us to experience depression and tragedy throughout our lives because we see so much color and we don't see the reflection in that into this world we're looking at. And we're expected to paint these vibrant, abstract things into a very rigid, structured world. And I can see why people suffer
Oh
that way.
shit, man. That's fucking deep,
Yeah.
bro.
That's how I've always looked at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's part of life. You grow up and you get used to it. I take it out on the paper and on walls.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, for sure, man. I definitely that's something I also get from a lot of artists that I talk to, bro. This is actually our way to escape that, and fucking bring ourselves back into reality, hone in on ourselves and shit and let our steam out, bro.
You took the
So,
word right out of my mouth.
yep,
Yep. And I also want to take this time to, bring awareness to mental health and issues. We all struggle, and
for sure.
anybody watching, I'm not always available these days, and I don't want to like stretch myself thin, but just know if y'all ever do need anybody to talk to, even if it's just to listen and give advice, I've been there and I'm always there somehow or another. I'm here for y'all. I just want to let y'all know mental health awareness is a very big thing in my world, and um,
No word.
I would hate to see anybody do something stupid because they didn't feel like they had anybody.
No word. And I like to go ahead and second that, man. If you guys ever need anybody to talk to, feel free to reach out. Um, I I definitely have had those moments where I needed a vent, and there's people out there needed to listen, and thank you guys as well. You guys know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for sure,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Those are the type
Yeah.
of people you want to keep sticking around with, bro, and grow with. You know what I mean? So,
All day. All
yep,
day.
for sure, bro. So man, let's get back to you, bro, and your art, man. You sell anything?
Man, I try to sell stuff. It's hard. Um, a couple of years ago, I was working at Outback Steakhouse, and a few days after I started bringing my paintings and letting them chill on the bar at this kitchen area,
Word.
and people start taking notice and they start buying it. I made like $500 in 2 months. It was a very awesome feeling, but I felt like that was just timing and just I was working at a place where they were making cash every night.
Yeah.
You know, and it just kind of happened cool. But sometimes I hate working for people when it comes to commission work because I feel like they don't know what they want. I have a vision and I'm trying to give them what they want, but they don't really know. And there's some kind of weird miscommunication somewhere. I don't know. I don't like making it work. I like making it passion and freelance and stuff. So, I do sell stuff. Anybody willing to buy anything, just hit me up. Unfortunately, my online store, my big cartel just recently messed up somehow. I don't know.
Oh
But y'all
damn.
could always hit me up. Send me money on my PayPal. I'll send you a pack.
Cool.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely, man. I definitely want to go ahead and make that live. That way I could also help out, man. Whenever I see stuff, if time, whatever little time I got, I'll somehow, I'll open up. I got a minute or two. If I see you, then boom, I'll shout you out. Make sure people are buying your work, bro.
yeah. That always helps. That always
Okay.
helps. Because it's hard out here for a pimp. You already know.
No shit. No, that's true, man. But just making sure, man. That way people know as well. You guys, if you want some art, definitely hit him up. Uh,
Yeah.
Feel free to DM him and whatever piece you wanna, if let him know.
And I just don't do graffiti. If y'all look at my page, y'all see I do all kinds of different stuff and all kinds of different mediums. So I'm very versatile, very flexible in what you might want. So
Yeah, just a little quick sneak peek at what you guys are missing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh
skip.
yeah,
He got that skills for days. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
all day. Thank you.
Look
Thank you
at
so much.
Trip, man. This is what it's all about.
I do tattoos, y'all. You know, just not right now,
There you
but I
go.
will be here soon again. You know.
My Monstrous Art Clan says, send me your art and we'll repost it to the Mac page, bro. So anything you want
Hell
to,
yeah.
yeah, dude. Definitely feel reach out. We'll definitely help out, man. Get your name out there as well.
Yeah, that's so dope. That's so gangster. And I always appreciate the support and the love, y'all. You know, I only do this because um it's one of the things I've always been good at. You know, even when I was a toy, I had the idea, you know. And even though I've suffered a lot of loss, a lot of
Ooh.
trouble, you know, I've gone through a lot of crazy shit because of graffiti, but it made me who I am today. I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed. I have no regrets. Even the bad happenings that have happened in my life because of graffiti. But I do this because I like the attention and I like the notoriety and I really like the whole real recognize real thing. You know, motherfucker see somebody who been doing this shit for a long time. They see they got skills. They're gonna recognize that shit.
Oh,
I
word,
do.
word.
Yeah, any good writer is going to recognize another good writer when they see it. And when a good writer's like, man, that's fire. To me, that's like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, all day.
You know,
So
for
yeah.
sure, dude.
So let's get down on some real shit, man. Put me in the hot seat.
Hot seat, man. Oh shit. Let's see. Well, it's still not that time to talk about tools, but we'll definitely get there, man. Um,
Yep.
so let's all artists, no matter who you are, what type of art you do, we all deal with that. You know that artist block and shit. You know, so how do you, as a graffiti artist, man, what's how do you get over your artist block and how do you recharge those creative batteries, bro?
Oh man, that's a great question. So anybody who's been following me, especially the last 3 years, knows that I'll come on here really hard and I'll just be putting out work, and then I take like a 3 to 8 month hiatus, and y'all see me once or twice. It's because I end up having that block. I'll lose my spark. And I know it sounds silly. The first time I really experienced that when I moved up here, I it was 8 months and I didn't do shit. And it was the worst. I picked up a pencil once or twice, couldn't sketch. I couldn't get two letters out, and I was just like, oh, you know. Then you see some of the shit that these kids are doing on Instagram. It's so discouraging. You're 14? Are you fucking serious? Do you know when I was your age, I would have fucking kicked ass to be half that fucking good?
Yep,
You
yep,
know?
yep,
Fucking A. You know? And
yeah.
so I started doing collages.
Word. There you go.
Um, you know, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So can you imagine a collage like the one behind me? You know, it's worth 1,000,000. You know?
Yeah.
And the collages really help my juices going. You know, sitting there cutting paper. I know it seems weird, but man, eventually after doing this for so many weeks, staying up all night doing it, cutting out little intricate parts of magazines to fit them all together, I got the juices going again. And that's how. Whenever I've struggled, that's what I do. I start scrapbooking to try to
Okay.
get ideas and look through magazines, and that helps me look through for inspiration, and it clicks ideas in my head. I'm a big movie buff, so I'll watch a movie,
There you go.
and I smoke a lot of weed, and that really helps me get out the, you know.
Yeah.
But the biggest inspiration, I would say, the thing that gets me out going the most and getting back on it when I've taken long breaks is some of these talented cats on Instagram, dude.
Yep.
I could Savage Wolf Wolf, you know, Kever of course, Icky of course, Dipshit, fucking Carlito Del Rey, Scam 2, fucking Chicago artists, Bags, almost like everybody in ELC, GAT, AMU, everybody in AMU. Of course, I'm being biased. These are my crews, you know. Um,
Chicago artist, we got him on in April, so April 5th he's
Oh
coming up.
yeah, well I'm definitely going to be watching. Dude is a great leader. He's the leader of AMU. When we first crossed paths, we kind of bumped heads because of a separate party, but we both realized that we both got skill. And a smart person, a smart warrior realizes that why spend energy fighting this person with just as much skill as you? We're just going to be a stalemate.
Yep.
Why don't y'all work together and fuck shit up?
Real recognize
So
real, bro.
all day, back to what I was saying.
Yep.
So I got invited into AMU. They took me in like a fucking water, in the desert. And they've been showing a lot of fucking love. They've been here for me. So shout outs to AMU. Shout outs to all my fucking crews, PWW, CBMK, they've all shout out to Seeker 4 because when I got on here, he saw me, even though I thought I was shit and I was struggling and trying to be half as good as Civ Art, half as good as half these cats I see on here. He's like, dude, you should be in DSC. I think you would be a great fit. You would fit right in. And he took me in, dude, and, the rest was history, dude. And
damn,
I owe it to my crews, to all my followers, to at least 1,100 of my followers that I have. I owe it to them because before I got any crews, I was stuck at like 450, 400. I got with these crews, and over the course of the last next years or whatever, they just accumulated because they share my stuff. They show respect. They show love. They show support. And I love it. I love all of it. I love when they stroke my ego, and I love when they hear me bitch, and they do it,
when they stroke my ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit, let's talk about these little characters right now, man. I was gonna say what's your favorite character to draw, but at the moment, these past characters, tell us more about these, man. I'm digging this character.
Oh, man. So, I was 16, and my homeboy Freddie Kalunga asked me to paint his room. And I've been sketching these for like a couple of weeks. And the first time I'd ever painted one was when I was 16. And over the course of time, they've developed the story, and the story's changed a little bit. At first, what they were like these robots that mimicked humans and helped humans, go about their day. But then, being that my name is Newk, I made it to where they're like containment suits to help people protect themselves against nuclear radiation after a fallout.
There you go. Yeah.
They're called commons. They're kinetically automatronic human outfits, pretty much.
Okay.
It's weird. Yeah.
Damn.
It's some crazy shit. But if you look at them, you see they all look the same because that's the standard mode. But then they could change up the aspect of them. They could change the hair. They could change their color. They could change their clothes. But with these particular ones, what I have here is them holding a particular something and them talking in emoji, if you will. So that way, I don't want to give it away, but I want the people to try to think what they're saying without reading it,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see like the one with the cherry soda, but it says pop on it, for instance?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to pop her cherry, And then he's offering her sex with the condom. And he's pretty much saying like, I love you. Can I get some pussy,
Damn.
And then this one's saying that, hey, I'll follow you if you let me do,
Yeah.
So it's a lot deeper than just them holding something. They're holding something and they're saying something very specific in all of them.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
What up, Civ Art? What up?
Sivar Grossa, thank you guys for coming.
Please, yeah.
For you guys,
you see the one. I like doing those, and I like doing the characters like that because to me it shows that it doesn't matter what you look like, but more or less what you're doing, that people really give a fuck about. Everyone's going to look at you and judge you based on what you're holding and what you're saying, and they don't give a fuck if you're black or if you're white. Yeah, that's the precursor, but in the end of the day, there's poor white people, there's rich black people.
yeah.
A lot of people think that it's about fucking race when in the end of the day, it's about social class and your actions.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, and that's what I'm really trying to do with these comments.
I dig that, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's fucking sick, bro. I'm glad I asked because I'm like, man, I saw that there was a theme, you know, and they looked together, and I'm like, this has got to be like his character. I gotta ask. So
I'm
sick.
glad you did because I wish more people would ask because it's more than just a character. It's more than a political statement. You see how it has two circle lines and a round head. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, that's representing the world as a three-ring circus. You know, it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. It trips me the fuck out. You know.
You know, for me, you know, on this one here especially, you know, for me, for some reason I was thinking, uh, the movie They Live. You know how they had the
Yeah,
crazy freaky eyes. You
yeah, it's
know.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were talking
but
about it the other day, but
he's looking for his lighter. You see how he has a blunt and he's like, "Where's my lighter at?" You know?
yeah, so dope.
Yeah, I love doing those. They're easy. You know, they're not as cool as some of the characters out here. Hellfire Vortex, Gork, he has one of the sickest characters to me. You know, Sivart has that snowman, so iconic. And I love that little motherfucker, man. He's always getting the crazy shit. That little snowman of his,
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But
dope.
yeah,
Fucking. I guess it's that time, bro, where we talk about your tools, bro. It's
all right.
time to get into Josh's tools. That's the name of the game here.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Let us
Well,
know what you're dealing with, man. How do you get down? What you use when you get down here on the books or paper?
the first thing I do and use more importantly are these mitts. You know,
Oh
that's
shit!
that's the number one. You know,
There you go.
but and this is the second most important tool. But
He
believe it
got a
or
point.
not,
He got a point.
yeah, believe it or not, I be using these Crayolas, man. The first, they're cheap. You can get like 50 of these for like $8 at a Walmart. They're just regular super tip Crayolas. They go so good on 228s. They don't streak too much if you use them right on 228s or a certain marker paper. They're fucking awesome. And for the longest time, I'm looking at Kever stuff and who else? Um, just a lot of people using like these alcohol markers. And I'm like, man, they make it look so real. But man, in the end of the day, none of that shit matters. If your letters are good, the tools are only secondary. Make them letters on point, and your tools are going to make it look that much fucking better. Yeah. But then I use stuff like microns and Sharpie thin tips
Yeah.
just for my outlines and for like details and stuff. And of course, I got those pro tips from Icky and a lot of the other illustrators like Zombie Art Squad and stuff. Of course, Sivart, who does a lot of fine art. My boy Niv hooked me up with these Molotovs. These are fucking awesome, dude. They lay on like fucking butter. I love using my highlights for these. I love using bold fucking outlines on my bottle projects and on my bigger things or whatever. And Poscos, these are fucking go-to. I see everyone use Nace. Nace, a shout out to Nace because Nace is like a fucking badass. He's a good guy and a great artist. I feel like he doesn't get enough attention. I think he should get more. I don't know, but you know. Anyway, Riles Art gave me these for Christmas a couple of years ago from PWW, and thank you so much. And the last but not least, I use these rubber paint markers that I got from Japan. I know the lighting in here is shitty, but they lay on not like acrylic, but like a rubber ink, like a rubber material. And they're called Bao Yang marker, Baoyang. And I know you can't see. I know it's shitty, but
No, it looks decent.
yeah, these are a trip, dude.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, other than that, I spray paint. I love using acrylics.
What kind of
Go ahead.
yeah? What kind of paint you use when you spray?
Oh man, dude. Being that the area I live in is kind of hard to get up, you know, I just try to buy cheap paint because it's going to get buffed out anyway. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm just using Red Devil because that's what they sell by the dollar store I stay at. I'll use whatever. I like going and getting Rustos though. Rustos cheap. It's stock, 2 times the fucking pressure and it covers 25 square feet. The stock caps are pretty fucking thick, you know. But whenever my boys got it, I'll be using that Molotov, not the Molotov. I mean the Iron Lat,
Hmm.
or the Montana Black or whatever.
Okay,
My
yeah.
boy, my boy has money, so he be buying the expensive shit. That's what I like to use,
Nice.
But we just don't got it like that all the time. I like using rollers. I'll fucking use a roller. You know what? Let me go ahead and say this. It doesn't fucking matter what tools you use as long as you're getting up somehow or another. Even if you're just printing your shit on stickers, you're out there getting your fucking name up, dude. And you're using your mind, you're being careful, and you're taking certain risks, dude. Whether you're in the books or whether you're just a slap artist or whether you strictly use cans or you just using mop markers, dude. There's different levels to this shit. And whether you're beginning or you've been doing it, dude, it don't matter if no one's seeing your name out there. It really doesn't. So
Yeah.
you got to go out there. You got to get up. You got to, even if it's slapping a sticker. I've had my homeboy tell me today, hey, I was at Kroger's and I saw your shit, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah. That means they know I was there, and that means I know they were there. And that's what matters in the end. So, use whatever you can, even if it's taking a rock and scratching it against fucking plexiglass at a bus stop. Use whatever you can. A good graffiti artist is like a ninja, and they're going to utilize their surroundings, their environment, and whatever it is they have available to them and their skill set. And as long as you got your name on there, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Use a fucking scribe,
Yep. Damn, I remember those scribble days.
Mm-hmm.
Those scribes,
Good
man.
God.
I think I still got one of them around here somewhere. I always carry
My
that.
homeboy got one.
Yeah.
My homeboy, bro, got one. Yeah.
Man, I used to snatch my dad's, man, at the in the garage. He'd have his tools, and I'd give me that, Take that shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I take this shit very seriously.
Word.
There's times I fail, and I fail my duties. Like I feel like I'm a samurai with this shit. And so I really take it as a craft, as an art, as a lifestyle. I understand that there's certain risks and certain sacrifices I'll have to make.
No word.
I've been doing this for 20 years now. This year makes 20 years I've been doing this. I can't not do it no more. I don't have any other choice. Yeah, I do prioritize my kids. Y'all see I love my kids. Y'all watch my stories. Y'all see me in here chilling with them. Y'all, my kids come first, yeah. But at the end of the day, graffiti is like, if I don't do it,
It's
I
in your
won't be able
blood.
to breathe. It's in my blood.
Yep.
All day. And I've gotten up more this year than I have the last 2-3 years. I'm having fun, and I'm hoping to get up more. This coronavirus is the perfect opportunity to go out there and make it happen. I love it. I really wish that I wasn't in the predicament I'm in, to where I'm kind of on lockdown because I'm a single parent right now. But
Yeah.
Once all this clears over, dude, I'm back out in the streets doing it. My kids do come first. But when I take them shopping, when I take them walking places, I carry a can with me. I carry stickers with me and my oil pen and my Molotov marker, my fat one that my boy Saga gave me. I show them the ropes. I go out there and I get up with them.
Oh, nice.
I know it's probably unorthodox parenting, but it's going to set good memories and good bonding time. And that's all I care. They're going to be like, yeah, my dad used to take us to go spray painting with him.
Yeah, that I mean, hey, you got to start somehow, bro. And you taking them now, it's like wait till they're your age and shit. If they continue with it.
Wait until they're old enough to wear like 12 when I started. My daughter, she writes hair. If y'all look at my stories, I be posting her art up there. She's getting it, dog. She's getting the idea of what a throw is and the hollows, and she's understanding a tag, because she's watching and she's listening, and that's all it takes.
Word.
Watching and learning and listening. Monkey see, monkey do.
Word. Now you say you're a father, and that's another question that I have. Just doing work. When you work on your slaps and stuff, it's like how do you manage that? Well, first off, are you a full time or half time artist, bro? And by what I
I'm a
mean by
full
half,
time artist.
okay.
I
Word.
do art every day, especially since this year came into, there was a
Yeah.
day or two I failed to complete my task. But especially ever since me and you set this up, I've really been trying to be busy because I wanted to have some stuff to talk about. I wanted everybody on here watching knowing that I've been busy, not just some half-ass artist who's just in here just for like a like or two, just to do a picture. You know,
No word.
my page doesn't show it, but I'm always posting new shit in my stories. It's just I'm really particular how I want my pages to look. You see, it's organized in a
Yeah.
pristine way. Yeah, it's patterns. But I'm a full time dad and I'm a full time artist, and it's hard because my youngest one, she's one, she's so hands on, she's so difficult. But I let them draw with me. I bribe them sometimes. I hurry up and try to do stuff in the morning while they're still waking up, and I stay up all night while they're asleep. That's why y'all see me on live until 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, because it's really the only time I have. But I get so much shit done. I lose sleep, but sleep is secondary to me. It's
Yeah.
not important. Even though I may become a little cranky and a little bit of an asshole, it's you can't get nothing done while you're asleep. No rest for the wicked, as I always say.
No word.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nicely put. When you're well, actually, that's a dumb question. Any other
No,
hobbies,
there's
bro?
the only dumb question. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
Well, here's what I was gonna ask. I says, well, when you're not drawing, what are you doing? You know?
Oh, playing Magic, watching movies, cooking for my kids, cleaning, being a dad.
Yeah.
But shout out to my boys. We've been friends for a good 3 years now, solid. I'm a really big Magic the Gathering player. I love it. I have a few commanders. I'm hardcore with it. I think I'm just as good as it as I am with my graffiti. So don't fuck with me.
Ha.
but but if I'm not doing that, I'm you said drawing, not just graffiti, right? I mean,
No,
because
no, no,
drawing is
not yeah.
yeah.
When you're not doing art, what else? I mean, you say you got magic
Oh,
like me,
movies,
movies.
movies. I collect VHSs. I got over 600 VHS tapes.
Oh
But
shit.
these days I don't even watch them. I just watch my streaming service on my internet.
Word.
Or I'm listening to music. I love music. Um, until my computer broke out, I make beats. Every now and then.
Oh
You
shit.
know, um, yeah. And other than that, I don't do too much. I try to enjoy my life. I don't try to go out a lot because I don't have money. And then on top of that, people freak me the fuck out. If I'm ever going out, it's to get food or to spray paint. I don't really care for people. I don't care for the movies. I don't
Yeah.
care for music festivals, even though I love music. It's too many fucking people. That's why I love spray painting. It's a small group, or sometimes I like going by myself. It's a little more like, ooh, I gotta watch out for myself, and I gotta do this wall.
Yes.
And it's
Well,
something
solo
very
dolo.
intimate about it. Yeah, it's very intimate, and it's like a lot of people. Even though there's a lot of people who do graffiti, there's not a lot of people out here in the middle of the night watching over their shoulders, spray painting. You know what I mean? And when you're like hiding and you're in the shadows and you see the cop, but you're hoping to God they don't see you. And you smelling the paint, hearing the can, you're hoping you're not being too loud. This is just to me. That's everything. That's sexy.
Oh,
Like
word.
I wish God could send me a girl that was like that. That would make me feel the way I feel about graffiti. I don't think I've ever have felt that. I've felt very strong feelings for a girl, but graffiti is something so. I'm getting like exhilarated just thinking about it. I
Yeah, for
love it.
sure, man. It's that passion, bro. It's that passion
Yeah,
surging through your body, dude.
yeah, all day. And the more I see, the more I want to do, and I'm just like, I don't. I got fired from my last job at the end of January, and it was like the 10th job I've went through in 3 years. I just keep getting fired. I've been having the shittiest luck. I never had this problem in my life, but I was really trying to consider what am I wanting to do with the rest of my life? I can't keep this up. This is insanity. Working for
Yeah.
fucking people for fucking what? Sucking fucking dick and kissing ass for a fucking reach around, and you be lucky if you get that. I can't take it anymore. it really hurt my fucking feelings when I lost my last job. It traumatized me because I thought that they liked me. I thought I was doing good. I thought that I got along with everyone. And I'm like, you know what? Even with my lack of belief in whatever God that there may or may not be, I'm just like, I know whatever higher power is out there. I did not have all this fucking talent to fucking kiss ass for the rest of my life. I don't want to do it anymore.
bro.
I can't.
Bro, and it's funny you say that, bro, because that's I can relate to you on the same story, bro. Years ago, I lost my job as well. Long story short, I had a job at a factory, and it's exactly what you say, man. You either kiss ass, suck some dick to move up, and I'm not that type of person, bro. So I had my daughter, still not moving up, no raises, nothing like that. I went back to school, got a stupid degree on computers, and when I got fired, it's like you got to step up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I could just relate because it's like fuck, I'm even losing what I'm about to say, man. Probably shouldn't smoke before the show.
Hey, I smoked 3 blunts this morning and I was so nervous. I drank a beer and I was like, what am I doing? It was an IPA too. But you know, the thing is that it's been a humbling experience. This year's been just in the world it's been scary, but my personal life has been scary. Not to get too sentimental or anything, but me and the missus of 10 years just broke up right after I lost my job. Um, it just seemed like everything was falling. But the positive thing that came out of this is I've been talking to some awesome fucking people that if I was with my girl, I wouldn't have been able to talk to. And not even on a sexual level, but a strictly platonic, just getting to know somebody different who gives a fuck about you. I've been able to produce so much more art because I haven't been having to worry about spending time and kissing ass and, making sure everything's perfect,
Yeah,
the whole premise of what I'm trying to say is that life sucks sometimes and it's up to you to let it suck you dry or not, you
yeah,
know? And I've been trying to take it, and yes, it's been stressing me the fuck out. And yes, I've been fucking chain smoking blunts back to back. But I've been trying to stay strong for my kids. I've been trying to stay strong for my friends and my crew members, even though they've seen me stumble a little bit, because I feel like even though I'm not too pressed about reputation or anything, I still feel like a lot of people look up to Newk. Not necessarily who I am in real life, but on Instagram, they don't know me. They may know me a little bit, but they know Newk. They see Newk. They see this person with this mask on right here.
yeah,
And I feel like just like this mask, they see the stone person, this how would you say, this person who has the good advice, and this person who has like an anti-hero, if you will. I have fucked up ways and thoughts, but I will hurt people for my friends. And I've gone on here and looked stupid for the sake of sticking up for my crew members that I've never met, because that's how much they mean to me. you
yeah,
know and I feel like I have to keep this up. So I appreciate everyone who's been fucking helping me with that.
yeah,
Y'all make me y'all make me who I am. Y'all give me my strength. I appreciate that.
yeah. No word, man. I definitely agree with that, and just what I was gonna say earlier, bro. It's long story short, man. We are living in that time right now where we don't really have to go ahead and keep on kissing ass and working these fucking jobs. Um, right now we're at that mass point where we got the world in our fingertips, and it's up to you to decide how you want to go ahead and use whatever God-given tool or talent you have and make money out of it. So
And it's
this
not
is
going to be easy.
no,
It's
it's
not
not
going
an
to be
easy road.
easy.
It's not an
It's
easy
hard
road.
as fuck. It's
But
hard as fuck. Even coming up with the idea is hard. But it's the execution, and as hard as it may be, the payoff is going to be so much worth it
word.
if you just stick to it. I didn't. A lot of people. I've had kids call me legends recently, They're like the legend Newk. You know what I mean? That boy Newk, man, you're such a fucking beast. You're so fucking ill. How did you do it? How do you do it? Hard work,
Yep.
sacrifice,
Yep.
and knowing that even coming from me, I'm a very sexual person. If y'all look at my stories, but you want to get 15 minutes of pussy and pass out, or do you want to fucking practice your fucking tags for an hour?
Yep.
Because that's the only fucking way. I'm
Yep.
sorry, and I've had to do it. I've had to pass a pussy to go get up.
Yep.
And you won't get nowhere if you don't go.
One of my favorite quotes from a movie. I can't remember what movie it is, but my favorite quote of all time, which I'll never forget, is, "You'll lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money." Remember that, guys. You know what I mean?
Man, what movie was that? I know this movie. Do you know who was in it? I probably could tell you if you could give me a clue.
Oh, fuck. No, I can't. At the top of right now, I can't, man. I got too much going on here.
I'm so mad that I don't know that, because I know it. I know it. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
As am I. And every time I say it, I forget it. But that was the most memorable. Wolf of Wall Street. I think that's no. It's not. That doesn't sound right.
It is. It's too new.
No. I think it has to. I think one of the comedians, 90s comedian, not Chris Rock.
Martin?
Eddie Murphy was it? Yeah. I think he was in there. It was a movie with Eddie Murphy where he used to work in an office. There's a girl that started like talking to him, and then his wife, he would want to hang out with the girl at the office because she was hot, and then the wife, the girl wanted to hang out with him. He didn't want anything to do with it because he didn't want to jeopardize his marriage, and everybody in the office thought that he was fucking around with this girl. That
sounds like Obsession, but that doesn't sound like an Eddie Murphy movie.
I'm pretty sure it was Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I'm almost 99% positive it was Eddie Murphy.
I'd have to look that up.
But one of his boss had came in, and his boss is walking him in the middle of the night because Eddie Murphy went out with his friend from the office, thinking as a friend. They got caught. They're in jail, so he came in. I think he bailed them out, and as he's walking down the steps, he tells her, "Hey, you lose a lot of money chasing women, but you never lose women chasing money." So
let me tell y'all something.
Or it might have been Chris Rock.
One of my biggest weaknesses has been women, and that's why I'm in the predicament I'm in now. So, yeah, I've never watched that movie.
Yeah, that's what it was. I Love My Wife, Chris Rock. Okay, it was Chris Rock then.
So, that's a chick flick. I don't do those. So with that being said and done, y'all wrap it up and pull out, and y'all be careful with females, not to sound sexist or misogynistic, but from my life lessons, paying $362 in child support a month isn't fun.
Word.
It is not fun. Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, word.
Y'all be careful.
Cool. We got about 5 minutes left, man, Newk. So, any tips that you could give these newcomers? These guys just getting into art or just any vets in general, man. Any tips you could give us?
Yeah, man. Very cool that you brought this up. So somebody was telling me like, they see these other people who are so awesome, and they just don't know how they could beat that or compete with that. And I've had to tell them like, look, man, I feel the same way. It's really hard looking at some people and be like, how do you do that? Makes you want to quit, just not even want to try anymore because you're like, I'll never be that good. My tip is to you is don't use them as a metric. Use yourself as a metric. You can only do as good as you can, but if you don't try, you won't get nowhere. If you're not willing to fail, you'll never fall, and you'll never learn how to get up because you never did. And when you do fall, you're going to be down there a long time because you never tried.
Yeah.
Try different styles, try different techniques. You know what I had to do? Even after doing graffiti for 19, 20 years, one time, I had to go all the way back to basics and look up basics on YouTube just to try to get some fresh ideas. Don't be afraid to start over. sometimes you have to start at the beginning of the woods to find the tree that you were looking for. You know, um, also, um, don't don't let your ego get involved, because I'm pretty sure my ego in the past has stopped me from uh, doing collabs, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people on Instagram look at me a certain way because of shit that I've talked in the past, and I regret it now. You know,
People
but
change, man.
yeah, people do change, and I've had to change. You know, um, be kind to other artists. You know how women slut shame each other and bash on each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't do that to artists. If it's one thing if an artist has it coming because he's talking shit and he ain't shit, that I can't stand that. But don't bash other artists. There's a incident I had not too long ago where I was trying to show somebody something, and I got a little in my head, and even I forget sometimes, being that I've been doing it for so long, that not everyone could be you. Not everyone could do what you do. Even if they look at you doing it, and even if to you it's easy, it may be super hard to them. So respect each other. Don't be afraid to collab and interact with each other. Try different things. Learn your history. Your history is going to help you deal with the future better, especially in the graph game. You know, just look at what people have done. Look at what people are trying to do. YouTube, interviews, documentaries. Watch your documentaries, because you're going to see something. You're going to get an idea. You're going to get inspired. And get up. Do whatever you can to get up, even if it's slapping stickers or using a permanent marker. Someone's going to see it. And that's wash your hands too. Wash those hands.
Yep. Hell yeah. Make sure y'all wash your hands, man. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Cover your mouths too.
I know that was a lot, but I always have a lot of advice to give. But to me, that's what stands out. Stay strong. Love your friends. Keep them close. Respect your crew members. Support your crew members. Support other artists. Share in your story. And don't be afraid to like. Don't be afraid to critique. And don't be afraid to take critique either. I've been critiqued. It sucks, but it made me who I am, and it made me better.
No word.
So you got to play to win.
Yep. And, hopefully, I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody, I think as of right now, there's, I think only been about a few people that probably won't end up back on the show, man. But definitely, bro, it's open door for you, my friend. Whenever you feel like chatting out again, let's definitely go ahead and set up number 2. You know what I mean? And the next one would,
Thank you.
the next one would definitely talk about artists and how well they take criticism. I think in the art community, that's a big issue. It's the ability to take it, learn from it, turn it around, and go ahead and grow from that shit. So.
And real quick, there's if Rosa's still watching, she told me, I guess there's no room for feelings in the graph game. There really isn't.
Oh no.
Unfortunately.
No, not at all.
There really isn't.
Nope.
So I like that she was able to understand that. Not trying to put her on the spot, but she just real quick, she's been really here for me lately, just mentally and verbally. I just want to give a shout out to her. She's been a really good friend. And, everyone's been so good to me lately. I know we only have like a couple of seconds left. I can't name everybody, but everybody who I talk to, y'all know who y'all are. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, even if I've never hugged you or I've seen you in person. But y'all mean the world to me, and I care about everyone. And during this time, y'all need to really be careful, be safe, love everybody, and really give thanks while you still can. And please do not take what's going on in the world lightly, because it's some scary shit going on. Y'all could catch me on live later, and I'll talk more about it. But
there was a question here. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that question. Could y'all see that?
He's one of my new followers. Why do people give a fuck you're a fucking toy or a fucking toy? Keep working till you're not.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
People give a fuck because to me, when I don't know if y'all remember SMKU.
10 seconds.
When I was in them 10 seconds. Hey y'all, well I love y'all. Next time, it's been cool. I'll answer your question later in the DM.
Damn right.
Y'all be easy.
Thanks
Y'all
again,
have fun. It's been so fun. Thank
Newk,
you, man. Thank you
Newk
for having me.
2012. Make sure you guys go follow. Tune in half hour from now. Halo episode.